Welcome to Vertical Football, and this is the five things we learned. Yeah, this is Chelsea 3, Napoli 2. Yeah, as a Chelsea fan, I'm really happy. Just for the first fact is the fact that we avoided that playoff. I didn't want us to be in that playoff at all because it's going to be stressful going home and away. You don't know where you are going to be posted to. Maybe you travel to Spain, travel to one place, travel to like the fact that we are not even going to be in that playoff at all is one part that I'm happy about. The other part is the pride of it that we can make it into the top eight. Make it into the top eight, not by maybe we made it there because this one lose, this one this that. That's a little bit of factor that joins into it because Madrid, we would have made it if we, in as much as we were winning our match, we would have made it. So I give the credit back to the club itself, back to the players, not necessarily, Madrid didn't win or something. And knowing how big and important this match is, even for Napoli, because this is we're going to a stadium where nobody has beaten them for over a year now. And given the fact that the match also is a very important one for them, they needed that win to be able to make it into the playoff. And then we went on there and we grinded out results. I'm just so happy for the boys. So guys, let's go into the five things we learned. The first thing for me is the intention. I feel like the intention was clear. Yeah, go on into this match and make sure that you get the win at all costs. Do whatever it takes to get the win. And I think the boys understood the message and they went on and they got the win. And how did we went on to get the win? The tool that we wanted to use, though it was later taken away from us, were the facts that we wanted to control the game. If you look at it from the first 10 minutes, you see like there were points where they pressed us, but the idea was never kick the ball away. Don't be in a rush to kick the ball away. Still make sure it is circling around. And I feel like it was logical in the sense that when you want to go and win matches like this, you want to be the one who is dictating the game. You don't want them to be doing the dictation and then you are just reacting. You want to be the one who is dictating how the game is being played. But as time went on into the match, I think we lost that. We didn't necessarily get that. But the intention still remained the intention. Get the win. So when possession was not working, we tried to do everything in our possible best to being direct whenever we get we have gotten the ball, just play vertical passes and make sure we are getting into the pitch, into the final third of the pitch. We didn't necessarily build up so easily about that in the first half. We didn't necessarily break them down so much in the first half, but in the second half, as the game grew and they were getting tired, we saw that and we went into them and made sure we got the equalizer and then we got the winner. So I felt like the intention was clear and the boys understood the message. And even the two, using possession as a tool in the fact that having James, Cucurella, Caicedo, Santos, Enzo Fernandez in the build-up part of the pitch made it very easy for us to retain possession, because starting from the defensive phase of the pitch, Napoli didn't press us front foot, so it was easy for us to progress into the middle phase of the pitch. We still had control, but when we got into that place, they made it very hard for us because they sent guys like McTominay, guys like Lobotka, guys like Ojlund, Oliveira. Those boys were machine. They were making sure they were pressing us and making sure we were not doing anything. So we involved so much in the first half in cycling the ball around. But eventually we found a way and we went on to break them. So I feel like the intention was clear. Go get the win, but make sure you are in control of the game. So the second thing is, I think we don't need to lie to ourselves. I think off the ball in this particular match, most especially in the first half, we were poor. We can do better than that. Yeah, it was very easy for them to play through us, though they didn't play through the midfield most of the time. But you see the left hand side of our pitch, and like we have always said, Estevao is not that good defensively, so that part was a weak point for us. They were just moving into that part, and it's not a coincidence that the first goal and their second goal came out from that space. And even in some fact, I felt like Caicedo, to be very honest, the timing in his marking he didn't really get them perfectly. He was way below his own standard. And I think we have seen that coming. I think I've spoken about it at some point in time. People called me out for it, or somebody called me out for it. I didn't watch the match. And I knew what I was saying at that point in time, because in recent time, I want to put it on a psychological fatigue. Like, this guy he's been playing so much. He's just that one person aside, maybe foul, he's on a card or he's on a suspension. He's always going to play. So I feel like he's having that psychological fatigue where his timing into going to make a jump for a tackle is not as perfect as it used to be anymore. So I feel like off the ball, we were not the best in the first half. They played through us. They created things too easily. They got from the defensive part into the middle phase, into the final third too easily. In this part, it was too much. I feel like it's something that we need to do something about. Make sure you don't, because if you are maybe more dangerous team and they find that they can play through you that easily, if they bang you like 3, you will not recover from it. You will definitely not recover from it. But I'm just happy we went on to get the win. So let's go into the third thing. I think the third thing is to talk about the creativity at the club. I'm so happy that we had somebody in the personnel of Joao Pedro, Kopama, Estevao. I'm happy for the all other guys, but when it comes to creativity, I feel like these are our top 3 guys. Maybe you can put Exo in the box also, and maybe somebody like Rich James. Just a different level of creativity though. But when we're talking about the creativity that everybody's mind will go on to, I think these 3 guys are the top: Joao Pedro, Estevao, and Kopama. And then, speaking about that, I feel like we saw that the creativity that we needed in this particular match was not that of Estevao. In the sense that Napoli chose to be passive. They chose to move around in units and not constant switching and running and doing all of those things. So whenever we are on the ball in the middle phase of the pitch and we are getting into the final third, Estevao, because he's naturally oriented, that when he gets the ball, he wants to run through them. But because these guys are not moving guys in the way they are marking, they are just more of a zonal mark. He was running through brick walls and these guys were too strong for him. So they baited him into now run into this space. And whenever he wants to try to run, the guy just pounces on him. It even results to fouls most of the time. Majority of the time, it's Estevao that is trying to is the one that is fouling them. So his own level of creativity was not something that we needed in this particular match. It was the Kopama's kind of creativity. And why do I say that? It was the sense that these guys played 5-4-1. So in this 5-4-1, the gap between the 5 and the 4 was a big gap. The gap between the 4 and the 1 was a big gap. Or sometimes they were in the 5-3-2. But we understand that their pockets were big. They did not necessarily tighten the pockets like that. So there were people in that pocket, but we didn't have those penetrating passes. We didn't have that guy, that personnel who is confident to play those penetrating passes. So when Kopama came in, he did 2 things. 1, he penetrated ball into those pockets. 2, he occupied the pockets his own self and received balls in the pockets. Look at that first goal, for instance. He was in the pocket already. First thing, looked at Joao Pedro, he saw his position, looked at Estevao, received the ball, made the turn, and dropped the right pass. So he is a guy who understands how to operate in pockets by being there or by playing into it. Is like the way Napoli set up, the creativity of Kopama was what we needed. Like perfectly. It was the kind of creativity that we needed. And you saw so much like the third man combination started to occur when this guy was there. Sometimes he even dropped deep, in the sense that when he drops deep, one of the man will follow him. So he opens space for another guy to take that position in the pocket. So I just feel like I'm so happy with the level of creativity is not that high, but when you have a man for a situation, is just a beautiful thing to do. And with Kopama and Joao Pedro linking up, that's why I think I added Joao Pedro to that. When he gets that ball in the pocket, it's not just all about maybe him to retaining it and looking to give some. He wants to go and do something with it quickly. Look at the first goal, collected it, dropped that perfect pass, and then he ran into it. the first goal rather, dropped that perfect pass and he switched around, went on to take that long range shot. The second one, he came out, Enzo Fernandez, Kopama got the ball, drop it to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez make a pass to Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro bounce it back to Kopama, and then he switch. Bam, bam, third man combination, and the pass got to him, and boom, he's up there in the front. So I think the level of the team that we got showed us what we needed. And thank God that we have that personnel in Kopama, and he just went into the match and he made the difference. So let's go into the fourth thing. I think I just want to give praises to the coach. Yeah, and most especially with the substitution. Firstly, let's address the issue of the way he set up the team. I think at that point, when I saw the when I saw the lineup, I was in my mind, wait, who does this coach think he is? Sometimes maybe he used to feel like he's Merlin, like he wants to make one magic, or is Zedekiel Zeus Oranda, the wizard in Legend of the Seeker. Like, bro, who plays one center back against Napoli in their own stadium? That's ridiculous. That's madness. And I felt like he was going to get called out for it if eventually we lost this match. Yeah, but fortunately for him, he tried it out. He didn't work because they were going through that space. But when he came back, that substitution of bringing Chalobah in gave us balance in the defense, allowed Rich James play into a natural habitat, and he can move forward. He can progress for us. He can hold the width for us. He can make sure when he gets the ball up there, he's retaining it so that those guys can come back and give us dominance, like give us possession of territory. Like the substitution had effect, and even the Kopama substitution, it just changed the whole thing creative wise. So I think I give kudos to the coach. The message in the first place, I think he passed his message right because the boys understood it. Get a win. How you want to get a win. Take control. We were trying in that. Napoli came to take that pass. He still came up with another. Now we saw the situation, came up with the personnel of Kopama, and he made the difference. So it's big kudos for me to Liam Rosenior. I just believe he should. We should be at his back, and we believe that he can get his job done for us. So the last thing for me is just, it's just all happiness. I don't think I want to add anything more. There are a whole lot of things to add, I would say, but I just think I should stop here. I think I enjoyed what I saw in the match. It's pragmatism at its peak. The football was not beautiful, but we got the result. And I'm very sure for every Chelsea fan, the idea is you would rather take this rough performance and get the 3 points than look for a good performance and get a draw. I feel like it's just that way around. Given the situation that we have on ground, this is what we will take. And I just feel like we need to just hold on to that, face the next match, enjoy this particular win, dance. Maybe the boys should have a bottle of beers. Just celebrate. It's something to celebrate about, because when we came into this competition, I know what it was like. After even that defeat to Bayern Munich, everybody like world champion, Club World Cup winners, you have seen that the level is different. I even came out to confess that the level was different here, but we grew into the tournament, and here we are. We have automatically qualified into the quarterfinal. Let's see who we are playing. Let's see what it turns. I think we are going to have a match around maybe with I think either PSG, Monaco, Karabag, or Newcastle, and whoever it is. I think we just prepare our mind towards that. So guys, these are my 5 things. These are the things that I saw in the match. What are the things that you saw that I've not spoken about? Please put it in the comment section. Let's discuss about it. Till we see you some other time. Namaste.